Good evening and salutations, my BNB fans. Hope Logan. Wow. Wow. I'm still new coming into this show. Okay? So I don't really know much about the Logans versus the Forsters. I'm not really too, I don't like the Logans, they're bad, they're terrible, blah, 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 blah. I don't really know about the history of that. I've never been like, whatever. But, I can start to see why some people don't like the Logans. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying the Forsters are any better. But, Katie and Hope starting to get on my goddamn nerves. Okay? And I'm going to get to Hope's ass in a minute. But let's talk about the Logan sisters and how they practically want Katie to admit that she wants a future with Bill. I guess those women just totally forgot, including Katie, that she's dating Carter. Now, I don't know how serious it is or anything like that, but if I was dating someone and I found out that her and her sisters is pretty much talking about, a future with a guy who has screwed her over, I'd be pretty pissed off. For Katie to even sit there and say, well, I don't think much of Poppy. Okay. Your opinion doesn't matter. Unless it involves your son, your opinion doesn't matter. It doesn't mean anything. And the fact that those two stupid idiots are sitting there trying to encourage this level of BS is not only laughable, but it's insulting. I guess some people do have a point where it's like, maybe the Logans feel like the universe just revolves around them. And while that's going on, Steffi's sitting there saying, yeah, the numbers ain't looking good. We need to sit there and cut your line. Hope, once again, like the idiot that she is like, no, this is your fault. You're the one that sat there and sent Thomas away. Let's just put it out on the table. One, that's not true. Thomas is a grown-ass man. And he makes his own choices. And you screwed this all over by making it personal when this should have been about business and keeping your family together. Because you knew exactly what he wanted and you wasn't going to give it to him. So at the end of the day, this is your fault. But let's just play devil's advocate for a hot minute. Let's just sit there and say that Steffi did send Thomas away. Okay? Your line is still not working. The line is still costing the company money. And like she said to Carter, we shouldn't just sit there and wait around. The hell Rich is sitting there saying for a hot minute. We shouldn't sit there and just wait around and just hope it's going to sit there and just turn back around. Okay? That's just, any good business practice would sit there and look at that. Your lead designer's gone, regardless of the scenario. Okay? You knew exactly what happened the first time when your lead designer left. The great Eric Forster and Zende, who knew your line, couldn't make it work. So it's not really a high chance of it actually working out again. You might have a chance with RJ, but you might not. And while that's just waiting to turn around, the company is still losing money. Last time I checked, we're not in the business of losing money. So she tells her straight up, hey, listen, I don't care what Red said. We'll sit there and talk about this with Carter and everything. We'll run the numbers. And most likely, it's done. So Hope, like a 12-year-old little schoolgirl, runs back to talk to mommy and the sisters and has this whole temper tantrum meltdown. Steffi's out of control and y'all need to do something. No, she doesn't. She really doesn't. Brooke, you're in charge of nothing. Let's just be very clear. Brooke, Donna, and Katie are in charge of nothing. But she's all like, oh, you know, she's trying to take something away from me and making this personal. She's like, well, you know, if you know, I was trying to be nice and everything like that, but you know, if she wants to fight between the Logans and the Forresters, then it's war. Yeah, I think you're kind of blown out of proportion there, sweetheart. I think it's just a business decision, and regardless if she likes you or not, hell, let's be honest. If your line was actually making money, regardless if she likes you or not, she would have to sit there and keep you. But your line is not making money. Case closed. I don't even understand why we even sit there having this discussion for. It's just so idiotic. Speaking of idiotic, why the hell are these people just sit there walking into this intern's office like she's, you know, somebody much more important than the intern? I wasn't saying interns aren't important, but come on. First you have Lee, that... You know, I could be real mean right now, and I could be somewhat misogynistic, and I am... Oof, Lord, am I trying to sit there and hold back. Lee... Yeah, let me not go there. But she walks in, she practically just disrespects her mom, talking about she's a gold digger, and I want to know what's going on between Poppy and Lee, and I want you to tell me, or else what? What happens if she doesn't tell you? What are you going to do? Bossy ass demanding chick just storms on in her workspace, demanding answers, Smith is saying, I'm very protective of, you know, Hayes and blah, 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 and I want to make sure that she doesn't screw her over or anything like that. And she's like, what are we doing? You know, so she's like, you know, my mom's not a gold digger, this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, Poppy's like, oh, I'm so sorry, I didn't sit there and tell you. I was scared, I was nervous, and, you know, I just felt like I didn't need a man because, you know, it was just about, you were just selfish and stupid. And I'm really getting sick and tired of every time she says that, because it just irks the living life out of me. But he's all super happy. I'm like, Bill, you need to calm down. It's a possibility, it's not an absolute. Tells Liam this, which it's not an absolute, it's just a possibility. You shouldn't even have actually said anything. Oh, Luna, there's a possibility I could be Luna's father. Or you cannot be Luna's father and you just got this man's hopes up for no reason if that was the case. So, Poppy comes in. Luna's like, I'm busy. She's like, take a break. I guess these people really don't give a damn if Luna actually has a job or not. She's like, you know, there's a possibility now that Bill could be your father. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're doing this. Hell, even when Carter was sitting there talking to Steffi, he was like, yeah, the numbers aren't great. But, you know, Ridge did sit there and say, you know, we can give it time to bounce back. No. Like Steffi said, hey, listen, we gave you time to sit there and try to make this work. It ain't working. And that's what she was like, you know, listen, at the end of the day, we're not in the business of losing money. Tough decisions have to be made, and she's the one that has to sit there and do it. Now, don't get me wrong. I have my own issues with Steffi. But that being aside, business is business. So, it is what it is. Anyway, I feel like that's about it. I can't think of anything else that wound up happening. I'm pretty sure there's more. Come to the live stream tonight. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows. You know, this whole week have been doing titles about Bold and the Beautiful in my live streams. GH is kind of in a rough patch a bit. I don't know. And I feel like this isn't going to be another one about B&B. I'm already working on a title in my head. Kind of have an idea, but when you see it, you know exactly what it is. Anyway, with that being said, I'm going to go. Hopefully I'll see you tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. And we'll talk about all the shows. Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless, Days of Our Lives, and General Hospital. And I'll see you in the next video.